Well, today at Goodison Park, Manchester United versus Everton. United with a 7-point lead over Chelsea and Arsenal. With 6 games to go, still a lot of points on offer. But you have to really take into consideration the magnificent form Manchester United have been in. They are approaching 5 months unbeaten since their last loss. Ironically, both losses this season have been against the same team. As you know, Arsenal taking them out of the Capital One Cup, followed by beating Manchester United with an Alexis Sanchez winner in injury time at the Emirates Stadium. But Manchester United haven't lost since then, and there they are, clear at the top. For Everton this season, Tim Howard is in goal with Coleman, Alcaraz, Jagielka and later Baines. James McCarthy is paired up with Schneiderlin, McGeady, Oviedo and Barkley in front of them. Kone is up top by himself, preferred to Samuel Eto'o. Manchester United, no matter how they put out, you expect them to win here, but David De Gea is in goal with Chris Smalling, Phil Jones, Johnny Evans and Tyler Blackett. Jesse Lingard is paired with Fletcher and Herrera. Valencia and Januzaj play wing. Falcao is up front by himself, preferred to Wayne Rooney and James Wilson. You have to think that with the Chelsea game in mind, seeing that those fixtures were switched around, my apologies. Now they're facing Everton. They were scheduled to face Chelsea, but the fixtures were switched around due to the continued FA Cup run after beating Newcastle United and progressing to the final against Manchester City. Lee Probert will take the refereeing role. Well, Manchester United have already faced Everton twice. The first one was a 5-4 classic in the first Premier League fixture between the two. Aaron Hemmer getting the eventual winner before Samuel Eto'o had a final say, bringing the score up to 5-4 to Manchester United. The second was a lot more convincing, an FA Cup win, progressing to the semi-final against Newcastle, which, as you know, they beat them and will face Manchester City in the final. That's a bad pass from Falcao already. Kone is going to get through. Is he brought down? Lee Probert says no. And that's an interesting decision because it looked like a clear penalty. Manchester United almost giving away a penalty. It probably should have been. Bad pass from Falcao really early on. United here looking a bit shaky. But you know how quickly they can recover. Valencia, and now here they are with that trademark passing. And Januzaj takes a shot. It's going to fall to Tim Howard, I think. No, it's not. It's going to go for a corner. No one can get it. Well, Januzaj forces a block from Jagielka here, and it rolls all the way to the corner line. No question of handball, I think, on that one. Let's see with the corner. Jesse Lingard trying to head it. Headed away though. Kone is going to have to wait for support here. Everton also Martinez also preferring Kone over Lukaku. Guessing Lukaku's injured. I didn't even see him on the subs bench. Here's Kone in the box. And Everton have definitely been one of United's tougher opponents. And this is bad. It's the first case of the first fixture. David De Gea, not the most convincing of saves, but his defence somewhat clears it up. United looking a little weary here at the moment. And it's like a good tackle from Alcaraz. Here's McGeady. McGeady actually one of the goal scorers against United in the 5-3 scoreline. Good tackle from Phil Jones. Brilliantly done. Here's Valencia. Any big names missing for United? Louis Van Gaal has definitely had that Chelsea game in mind. Let's keep the likes of Aaron Hemwood and Wayne Rooney fighting fit. Januzaj. They're trying to get through. The referee says it's a foul. And will come over. David De Gea, he's been a brick wall all season, but it's great play from I think that was Coleman, but the shot bobbles in front of David De Gea, and I think that's what aided him in making that save, even though it didn't look entirely comfortable. Falcao with a delightful chip, unfortunately. Didn't fall to anybody there. Leighton Baines, as we all remember, Leighton Baines was actually one of those players that David Moyes wanted to bring over from Everton. Decided for Fellaini instead. Baines rejected the move. And at that point, you would have thought it was justified. But this season, Louis Van Gaal has really turned it around. Unbeaten for almost 5 months, although they're not looking at their best here, Manchester United. It's an Everton corner. Phil Jagielka, of course, another one under speculation. It's a great block here from Jagielka, no question of handball. Great block. Great ball as always, Phil Jagielka. And Manchester United defend this corner. And it's headed away by Jones. David De Gea was beaten there. Now here's Falcao on the break for United. Januzaj's with him. Manchester United break forward. Januzaj. Oh! And what a great attempt from Januzaj that was. Did wonderfully there. Oh, Tim Howard beaten. And unfortunately, it doesn't curl into the corner for him. That's a real shame. That looked like a belter of a chance from Januzaj. He's definitely looked a lot more rosy since he put the 44 back on his shirt. It's definitely his number. He's looked a lot more lively and rosy now. And Januzaj's had a tough season. The second one's always the toughest. And he sailed in and he had the 11 shirt like he did. And a lot of people thought that was maybe too big of a jump for him too soon. And I'm inclined to agree with that. But Januzaj's looking a lot better now. I think it was a little unfair, really, that Louis Van Gaal put such expectations on him. Such a young age with the 11 shirt. That's something you don't really want to put on a kid of his age. You know, let him progress, let him settle. And he's looking a lot more settled now. He's switched the number back. Falcao, great save, Tim Howard. Now Manchester United making chances with themselves. And Falcao's been banging them in for Colombia, the national team. And we get one today. Let's see with the corner. Get it away, and Tim Howard is allowed to gather that off the header. And they beating Phil Everton, yeah, only momentarily that. Whole crowd of players at the moment there. And his eye to Falcao, ambitious. And Manchester United have been punished for things like that before, and that's a poor shot from Falcao, to be honest. Some say he's just lacking confidence in a Manchester United shirt anyway. And like we said, he's been banging him in for Colombia. Here's Vida. Great tackle from Valencia. Manchester United certainly not at their best this evening so far, but they are making chances. Oh, Herrera. Wonderful ball. And Januzaj just can't get there to bring it under his control. It was a wonderful ball by Herrera. He's made such a difference under Herrera in the midfield. I would say that partners like him have rejuvenated the likes of Michael Carrick and Darren Fletcher. Unfortunately, Darren Fletcher will be West Brom bound at the end of the season. Here's Morgan Schneiderlin to Barkley. Oh, it's a beautiful pass. David De Gea gets there. Good starting position. Throws it out to Herrera. Januzaj trying to push through. Great move. And then Januzaj makes his way into space. Great save from Tim Howard, though. And Tim Howard is looking to deny his old teammates here this evening. Former Manchester United goalkeeper. Great tackle from youngster Jesse Lingard. Falcao tries to play past into Januzaj, but doesn't get through Baines. He picks it up. Schneiderlin. Here's Baines. Oh, Baines goes past Valencia. And he goes over the throw-in line. Valencia not the best of clearances. He clears it to McGeady. Johnny Evans immediately deals with him. He deals with that one as well. Great play from Evans. And nice to break with Evans. That's a wonderful pass. Unfortunately, Falcao couldn't bring it under his own control. Great passing from United early in this first half. Definitely some great passing going on. Yanazai with the throw. And so crosses in. Headed away as far as Darren Fletcher. Herrera. Lingard. Here's McCarthy, who was another one of the scorers in the 5-4 thriller at Old Trafford earlier in the season. Great pass from Barkley. Here's Oviedo, acres and acres of space, closed in by Jones. What's Oviedo going to do here? Great tackle from Jesse Lingard. Manchester United's defence is standing firm right now. And here's Schneiderlin, great tackle from Fletcher. Falcao. Referee looking to play advantage. Here's Yanazai. Breaks into the box. Great save by Tim Howard, although not convincing. And some great saves by the goalkeepers in this first half. Having their own say in matters here on the pitch this afternoon. This evening, rather. Valencia puts it back in. Yanazai. Coleman picks it up. Great reception from Herrera. Back to Yanazai. Played it too far, unfortunately, though. Yanazai almost taking matters to his own hands and tackling Coleman. There's McGeady. Tackle from Yanazai. Or Herrera, rather. Video to McCarthy. But just think, if Manchester United lose here, and then they lose at Old Trafford against Chelsea, Chelsea are right back in it. Can never take things for granted, even with Manchester United's lead in the table. And Yanazai forces another save out of Tim Howard. The shooting boots are not on for either of these teams, although the goalkeepers are having their own say in matters. As we approach the end of the first half, we've got 5 minutes left to play. Kone heads back. Falcao with a brilliant tackle. And Falcao, and it had to be a good tackle from Everton, and it was. And here's Barkley. End-to-end stuff in this first half. Here's Kone. Kone up against Smalling. Oh, Smalling doesn't get it. It's a penalty. And Everton have a penalty. Manchester United concede a penalty, and finally it's given. You could have thought the first tackle was a penalty, and justice done. It was Kone again. And Phil Jones, he doesn't get the ball. That's a penalty. That's the correct decision from the referee, I'm afraid. And Manchester United looking to save this penalty. David De Gea has been a brick wall. And Leighton Baines will take it. Dead ball specialist Leighton Baines. It's almost inevitability about this. Well, here he comes. And he scores. Leighton Baines makes it 1-0. And Manchester United are behind. David De Gea rooted to the ground. Doesn't move. Leighton Baines, such a specialist at this sort of stuff. You can't deny him, really. Manchester United, though, it is a penalty. It is correctly given. Manchester have had their own fair share of penalties all season. But right there was one given against them. Justice done, perhaps, for Everton. They probably had a penalty in the earlier the first half. Right at the start of the game, I think. And Goodison Park is rocking as the league leaders are behind to a Leighton Baines penalty. That's his 5th goal of the season. United in trouble here. Everton 1, Manchester United 0. United with it all to do. They are the kings of the second half, however. And they have come back from this position plenty of times. 5 minutes indicated by the 4th official. You have to say Everton have really played well, especially on the defensive side. With a quick throw. And his eyes probably look the most lively. Jesse Lingard, great defending by Everton here. If they do win this, they are well deserved. Fantastic defending. Manchester United just cannot get through. Jesse Lingard, it almost went through his legs. And Perez right there at the right time. Valencia with the corner. Maybe a last chance in this first half for United. Evans punches out. Tyler Blackett will hit it. Well, ambition on Tyler Blackett there. And another great piece of defending. That time Ross Barkley with the block. Here comes Valencia again. This time falls towards Johnny Evans. Tyler Blackett again. And that's a poor pass. And Ross Barkley keeps it. Can Everton get something here? Here's Schneiderlin. Everton really looking lively here. Manchester United certainly aren't looking at their best. They haven't overall first half. Good save from Tim Howard. Certainly has told the story. Here's Baines. Can they get another chance here? Evans is not going to Baines at all. Well, Manchester United not the best of first halves, and they're probably rightly behind. You have to say Everton do deserve it on the base of play as well as anything else. It's a clear penalty. Phil Jones really can have no complaints. He didn't get the ball. They probably could have had a penalty at the beginning of the first half as well. Justice done. Everton leading the league leaders by a goal to nil from Leighton Baines, and Manchester United this certainly isn't their best first half by any means. The Kings of the second half, however, but right now they're behind, and probably on the base of play, rightly so. Everton 1, Manchester United 0.